Hey guys, welcome back to Hey Brittany. I'm doing an episode for my Binge Watch Brittany podcast. And so in today's episode, I wanted to talk about a show that my sister actually had me watching, which is called Long Bright River on Peacock. So let's just talk about a few things that happened in that TV show. So I do have to preface this video by saying that I didn't watch every single episode. This was actually a show that my sister started watching, and I usually watch TV shows on my laptop because I really like having the sound go to my hearing aids through my Bluetooth. I just feel like I hear the sound a lot better and I enjoy the whatever I'm watching or listening to better that way. So anyway, I would be watching something on my laptop and then she would have whatever she's watching on the TV. So anyway, so she had been watching Long Bright River. I could see kind of what was happening, kind of like in my peripheral vision, because I was watching what's on the laptop here, and then I can kind of see what's going on in the TV behind my laptop. And so anyway, I finally probably started watching maybe the 4th or 5th episode or something like that, but she had recapped me basically on what had happened up until that point, and then I had obviously seen bits and pieces. And so I do want to give a quick call out because the girl who plays Murphy in the Dark is also in Long Bright River. And the crazy thing is, so I don't know the actress's name. I should have looked it up before I did this video. Anyway, I'm just going to refer to her as Murphy. And so Murphy in the Dark, she is blind and she has these mannerisms, and I just assumed that it was part of her playing a blind character. Actually, that is just like her natural mannerisms. Like that is how the actress moves and behaves and all of that stuff. And so it was really weird to see her making the same like facial expressions and stuff like that, because I associate that with her playing the blind character, and that's really just her face. Like she's a beautiful, attractive girl, but she just made faces that kind of just made her seem kind of off a little bit, like she wasn't all the way there. So anyway, I wasn't expecting to see her in this TV show, and this is actually the first TV show that I've seen her in since In the Dark, and I haven't seen her in anything other than In the Dark, but I know that she was in maybe like Shameless or something like that, and people say that she looks like Jennifer Aniston. But anyway, so she was in that, so I was just surprised to see her mannerisms and everything like that. And the reason why I'm talking about that is because I know that some people say that there are actors and actresses who are basically just playing themselves in multiple roles. And so obviously she was just playing herself in Murphy in the Dark, and then she was just playing herself in Long Bright River. And so anyway, with Long Bright River, basically you have a cop who's investigating all of these women being killed. We find out at some point that her sister is missing. She's able to find her sister, and her sister actually went to stay with her dad so that she could basically get off of drugs. And then we have Murphy's character, I think her name is Paula in Long Bright River. She actually ends up killed because she's telling the main character kind of like, hey, you know, you should know what's going on. You know who this person is. He's a cop. And so what we find out is that the main character, I can't recall her name. It's in my mind right now, but I can't think of it. But the main character, she is a mom. She has a small boy that she's raising, and so we know that she was in a relationship with a much older guy who's kind of not really around because he had another family and stuff like that. And then we find out that that guy is much older and he's also hitting on other younger women. And so at one point, she's looking at him as the guy who's killing all of these women, and then we have her working with her former partner who's black, and they're kind of like working together. They get close, they actually start dating, and then at one point, we have her sister coming back into the mix. We find out what was going on with her sister, and what we realize is that the kid that the main character is raising is actually her sister's kid, and her sister is just like this girl with red hair, and so the boy knows that girl as, hey, you know, you're my whatever with the red hair. And so anyway, what happens from there is we find out that the main character, we realize that she's actually raising her sister's kid, and she basically stole the kid from her sister because her sister was on drugs. She needed to go to rehab, and her sister basically didn't give her a chance to raise her son and see if she could do it. She kind of just took the kid from her sister, and then so she wants to keep the boy from knowing that she's not his real mom. her sister, the one with the red hair, she ends up going to basically different crack houses to kind of find this person that they're looking for, because whoever they're looking for is able to identify the person who is killing everybody, or all of the women, whatever. And so what that woman tells the main character's sister is, hey, your sister should know, your sister, the cop, should know who's killing everybody because he's her partner. And so what my sister clued me into was that the main character, she is working solo because people think she's weird, she's standoffish, whatever, they don't really like her, whatever. And she was partners with the black guy, and something happened, he got hurt, and everyone blamed her, and she's kind of been solo since. And so she got a new partner who's this white guy who's kind of weird, whatever. And so when the girl tells her sister, hey, you should know, your sister should know who the killer is because he's her partner, her sister thinks that she's talking about the black guy. And so she tells her sister, like, hey, your partner is a killer. She's like, no, I don't believe you. And so she goes to talk to the black guy who is her former partner, and she sees him coming out of his house with the bag, and she's like, oh, hey, what is he up to? And then he goes to one of the crack houses, and there's a girl who OD'd, and he's actually trying to help her. He gives her a shot of whatever, that Narcan or whatever, to help you kind of like not OD or whatever. From there, what happens is she pulls a gun on him, she makes him stop. He's like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, you need to pull that gun off of me, I need to help this girl, whatever. And so their relationship kind of falls apart because he doesn't like that she pulled a gun on him. Like, I guess there's a cop, you're not supposed to pull a gun on other cops, I don't know. And so he's really mad at her. He doesn't forgive her. They kind of fall out, but she does kind of repair her relationship with her sister, and she kind of did it at the expense of her romantic relationship, because she said that in the past her sister really needed her help or whatever, and she kind of didn't choose her. So going forward, to repair their relationship, she wanted to make sure that she chose her sister. And so that happened. They found the real killer, and then I can't remember how the episode or the series ends, but yeah, how did it end? For what I watched, it was actually a really good TV show. I probably, if I didn't know what was going on, I probably would have watched it on my own. But I'm also really trying to get out of the habit of feeling like I need to watch every single thing in order to really get into a TV show, because I hate watching TV shows when I've missed like the first episode or two and I don't know what's going on. So I feel like I either need to go back, or I'm just not going to watch it until I come back to a place of where I do want to watch it and give it a chance, and I'm willing to start at the first episode and go through. And so that was not the case with Long Bright River, but I am glad that I allowed my sister to kind of recap what was going on and kind of get me up to speed so that I could continue watching from where she was watching from, and kind of just finish out the series with her. So I'm really annoyed at myself. I don't know, or I can't even recall what happened to end the series. Yeah, I really do not remember. But I did enjoy this TV show, and so I just wanted to come on and make a quick video about it, because I'm really trying to, for my binge watch Britney series, I really hate having to sit down and record a video for like 30 plus minutes, and it's super time consuming, and it doesn't make me want to get on camera and kind of go through my whole thing that I prepare in order to talk about the TV show that I'm watching. So hopefully kind of like these short form or short videos will help me stay kind of on top of talking about the TV shows I'm watching, because I feel like I've watched maybe 5 or 6 different TV shows that I could have done episodes on, but I did not want to take the time to talk for 30 minutes and then also spend like 2 or 3 hours editing each video. And I know that that's super important, but I did just want to come on and do a quick video about Long Bright River. So thank you guys for watching. I know that I left out probably a lot of details, but hopefully I got the gist of the TV show. And there were a lot of good moments in the TV show, because I feel like something that my sister and I are really good at now, and I don't know if it's because it's so obvious, but we're really good at figuring out, okay, hey, this is what they want you to think, it's actually something else going on, and kind of figuring out what it is from that new perspective. I feel like we've ruined a lot of TV shows with that approach, because we're really trying to not go with what it seems like is the obvious answer, because what I keep telling myself is that a lot of people do not make TV shows based on common sense or what people should be doing, because obviously there wouldn't be a TV show if people followed common sense and kind of didn't put themselves in certain situations. And so we just really try to have that approach when we're watching, and it kind of makes it interesting because you kind of get to think think out of the box a little bit to try to figure out where you think the show may be going. And so anyway, that is my video on Long Bright River. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.